Assalamualaikum viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we will discuss the Staph aureus. So first you can see that this man is standing and wearing the purple colored suit, which represents that it is the gram-positive cocci. The catalyst represents cat, that it is the catalyst positive. The parting of the Red Sea, it represents that it is the coagulase positive. The man holding the light bulb with the beta sign, it shows that it is a beta hemolytic. And the tall man standing behind it, it shows that it also ferments the mannitol salt and the agar turns yellow. The yellow shirt represents that the yellow color is formed. The A present on this stand which is holding this man, it represents K, जो protein A है, it is the main virulence factor of the Staph aureus. It is the main virulence factor of the Staph aureus. It binds to the Fc region of the antibodies that will prevent the complement from occurring. जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, opsonization and phagocytosis will be prevented. And as you can see here that the nose is missing in this booth. So this represents that the Staph aureus will colonize the nares, which is the main site of the colonization. Other sites are the hospital staff and population. Now you can see that this guy which is pulling the camel down, it represents various of the diseases that is caused by the Staph aureus. First you can see that the camel is coughing, which represents that it causes the pneumonia. ये जो आप लोगों को कपड़े नज़र आ रहे हैं जिस कैमल के ऊपर लगे हुए हैं, ब्लू कलर के बहुत सारे कपड़े से, इट रिप्रेजेंट्स दैट देयर आर द पैची इन्फिल्ट्रेट्स ऑन द एक्सरे एंड द आइकोसाहेड्रोन शेप्ड कैप्सूल होता है इस वायरस का, जिसकी वजह से इट कॉजेज द नमोनिया. एंड द नीज यू कैन सी दैट दे आर बाउंडेड बाय सम cloths. So this represents it is the most common cause of the septic arthritis. And these red, it shows it causes the erythematous abscesses. Now coming towards this camel which is running to the edge of the cliff, so this represents the various hurts here. बहुत सारे जो हैं वो hurt शो की गए. It represents that it is the most common cause of the infective endocarditis, bacterial endocarditis, especially in the IV drug users. And two pyramids in the background. You can see that there are three pyramids in the background. There are three pyramids in the background, which represents that the tricuspid valve is most commonly affected. And the fish bones here, it represents that it is also the most common cause of the osteomyelitis in the adults. Now you can see this man, it is sweating, feverish, and there is redness on his head, which represents that it causes the scalded skin syndrome. And the red shawl which is wearing and this current type structure is present, it shows that it causes the toxic shock syndrome. Now coming towards this man which is sitting on the camel, and the camel is running and he has put his hand on his mouth, which represents that it is the most common cause which leads to the food poisoning. And the food poisoning, it comes from the meat and the mayonnaise, and also comes from the salads and the pastries, and usually in the 6 hours they will be sick. Now you can see this man far off which raising the hand and showing the mercy. It represents that it is resistant to the penicillin binding protein. Holding the penicillin represents that this Staph aureus, it is resistant to the penicillin binding protein, which is called as the MRSA, that is methicillin resistant Staph aureus. And the NUVs which are building the pyramids, it represents that they have the altered cell walls. The van here, it represents that the vancomycin is a treatment of the choice for the Staph aureus. Nefcicilline, it is also the treatment of the choice for the MRSA, that is methicillin resistant Staph aureus. And they have the salmon colored sputum, and that can form the abscesses in the lungs. Also, the Staph aureus causes the folliculitis, cellulitis, impetigo, and spreading factor is the hyaluronidase, and also it is a common cause of the bacterial conjunctivitis. So here ends the Staph aureus species. Hope you like the video. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.